So the window broke. I broke the window. I put something and it slid and hit the door like a washer. I didn't attach it. I'm gonna try to see if I can repair it. So I'm gonna be closing the door, and I put this on top of the latch so it doesn't lock. Then I'm gonna have removed this plastic, and I think I need to remove this bolt. I have removed this piece with this tool. I can push it up now. I'm also put on gloves because there's a glass. And then what? Come on! And then I also put goggles on. Seems like it's coming out. I'm gonna use both hands now. And once I used both hands, it came out kind of easy. And I'm guessing there's a lot of glass here now. Inside there. So I have to bring like... so I'm gonna remove this cover for now and just see what's out there. I'm gonna remove this plastic cover, and I'm gonna try to vacuum now. I'm wearing gloves, and I'm also wearing like for eye protection because it seems like stuff is gonna come out. The glass, the broken glass. This is the glass I ordered from eBay. It was 165 at the end of 2019. And since I'm doing this first time, I was thinking I could look what's inside and just kind of maybe see what I need to do. But I'm not sure what to do yet. And here I made the connection just kind of to hold this in one place. That seems to be well packed. It seems like it was well packed. I guess this is the window model number. Looks like I have 4 bolts to connect, and I guess this is the defroster, and I guess I should have same here. 2 and 4. Seems straightforward, but not sure yet. So I'm thinking I need to lift these arms up so I will have access to them. I'm gonna try to use the so I lifted up a little bit, but I think I need to lift even more. I'm thinking if I lift it up more, maybe another inch, then I can open this, and then I should have access to the one bolt. And I guess I need to remove this piece I decided to remove these bolts, screws, and then just move this down so I have access to the bolt. Now I disconnected this piece, press here, then I'm gonna try to remove this. So it seems like I have now access to this bolt, have access to all 4 bolts. So I'm gonna remove them and this connector and just try to put the glass back. So I'm gonna, it seems like it was a little hard to remove it. I'm gonna try to spray penetrating oil, see if that will help. Then use 10 millimeter. Remove the 4 bolts. I guess I can remove what's left. And then I have to disconnect these 2 connectors and put new ones. Have removed the connectors. I think everything is ready for the window to be installed. Just removing the last one. I think I'm gonna vacuum now one more time, and then I'm gonna put the window. From my understanding, the window should go easy. Should go easy to the and I guess I'm gonna just move it like this, and then from my understanding I have to do it from driver's side and it will go to passenger first, and maybe I'll have to remove this piece, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna take my time. And so it seems like I can start putting the window down. I'm actually thinking maybe I should put lithium while the track is open. Maybe I'll put this on the moving parts. While I was putting the lithium grease, I kind of used my hand, and when I was putting between the tracks, I could feel there's small pieces of glass, and I guess when the glass fell, it went inside the track, very small pieces. Looking back, if I knew that, I would have vacuumed this, but now I think I'm gonna use my hand to remove it. So I guess if I were to do this again, I would just use my hand and then see that it's kind of, if there's any glasses left. So that's what I mean. There's some glass left. I have to, but I need to do this slowly so I don't cut myself. I think I'm ready to put the glass now. What helped me was to use my hand, and I kind of went over both tracks and just made sure it was nothing in the track, and I put lithium grease in it, and I had to be careful since they might be broken glass, so I used also Q-tips to clean the track. That seemed to work. To put the window, and I realized I have to remove this spoiler. Maybe there's a way to put it without, but I don't know. I'm gonna try to remove it. while I'm gonna remove this, maybe I'll replace this second bulb here as well. So it seems like I have to remove this bolt, one, and second here. First that I need to remove the rubber piece. Like once I removed those two screw bolts, I kind of had to push this up, and I guess same here. Maybe I guess first here, and was that, so this part it kind of goes up, but on this side I have to move this kind of down. That's how it seems like it looks on this side. I just try to put the window, and I think I have to move the tracks all the way down. Like it was kind of still tricky to put the window. I'm still trying to figure it out how to do it. But one thing I noticed, there was some here was pieces of glass left, so I'm gonna clean that up. And here's what I mean. I'm putting the window, there was some scratch on the paint, so I'm gonna put some tape here. And for me it doesn't matter. I'm thinking I'm gonna paint the car someday, but that's where I would put the tape if I were concerned about that. I think there's no way for me to put the window with this attached, so I'm gonna try to remove this. So I took this from inside and just put it here. I'm not gonna try to, I guess, you somehow put the window without this seal. I'm not sure how it's still gonna work. So decided to remove this piece here. I had to just to lift it up. It seemed like it was clipped. So the window went in. So what I did is this: I moved this to the side like this, and then put the window, slide it through here, through this opening, and it seems like now it's in. I also removed this piece here. I don't know how it ended up, but it seems like it's gonna work. I have put the window, it came into the tracks. I haven't put the bolts in. I think I just need to move this up a little bit so I can have access to the bolts. And I'm guessing I'm gonna do it very slowly. Okay, I think this is fine. I also put some tape here at the end, maybe something to have some rubber so it doesn't scratch when it went up. Just realized it didn't go directly on the track, the window, so I'm gonna lower the window back and put it on the track. what I realized is that the reason it went to the wrong side of the track is because I need to have a space here between window and the inside part. And since I removed the plastic piece, that one, I guess that's what made it go inside there. So I'm thinking I'm gonna put this, I don't know, just piece of cleaning cloth and see if that will work. Since I'm doing this alone, if there was another person, maybe they could have hold this. So I have put the track, tested the tracks, and then I realized that if I were to do this again, I would make sure the tracks are all clean. Like I would use my hand, but be careful. I would do it careful since there's glass. Just slowly, and both sides, and then maybe I would try to lower it up and down without the glass, just to have a sense how smooth it goes, and only after that I will put the glass. So the problem was that there was a lot of small pieces of glass stuck inside the track, and it just didn't work. It will get stuck, and while I'm here I was thinking I can now, so I have the window was going up and down, but once I think the broken glass got stuck, this piece got stuck. I'm not sure what happened. This might be one of those worst case scenario, but I had to remove 2 bolts here and 1 here, and then I can lift this up. But the problem is somewhere here. This wire is not seated in the wheel, so I'm gonna put it back now. Okay, so see, I had to remove this piece here. Just remove all these things here, all the cables, all this mechanism here, and that's just, you know, small part. That's in addition to figure out how to set up window. Yeah, so there's just many things. So this cable is very hard now to adjust. It's kind of broken. Yeah, when car is old like this, when try to remove something can and often goes wrong, and then you have to fix not just one thing but like 2, 3, 4. So now I have to take care of this. There was also a lot of glass there. I cut myself. Now it's better, but yeah, I couldn't find a single video on YouTube how to replace this on this model. It's just couldn't find a single video, not even one. 40 degrees here, cold, and it's kind of hard to work while I have to sit there, because I cannot work from here, and it's awkward to work from there. Can't seem to set up this cable. It's just not enough, and from my understanding I have to remove this part now and adjust it there. I'm not sure how to do it, but I'm gonna try it. I have removed this piece, and I'm gonna see, maybe I need to remove this too. Removed this piece from here, and see, now I can finally put the cable around both wheels. And I think the tricky part now for me will be put this back here, and to remove these bolts here I use the just regular screwdriver, and I use some penetrating oil. I think that helped. Removing the whole regulator assembly because it was hard to put this here. I think maybe it will help if it's on the on the table. So to hold these two together, I kind of put this. Hopefully it will work, and then just two screws. Ah, shit. We're finally able to put this back for my tutia over there. So I used this, I kind of pushed it, and then I also use marker to mark where the square is on the other side, so I had to, that helped me. Then we use this kind of this combination with this, and then it seems like it's straight now, and there's a tension on all the gears. And tomorrow install. Back the cover. I'm gonna try to put this regulator back in the car and test it. This was not a problem originally. What happened is that when the glass broke, small pieces, I already might have mentioned this, but they got stuck here, and that's why the cable came off here, and that's why I have to do all of this. So now while this is open, I'm gonna clean all these tracks, make sure there's no small pieces of broken glass, that this will happen again. So if I were to redo this again, I would make sure first that the glasses are not, like, I would just make sure there's nothing obstructing here. And two, I would not push the door, the window button if I hear that it doesn't go smooth. So those two errors I learned while doing this. So this was not necessary to do if I knew what I know now. So I'm just gonna go clean and the tracks. As I was cleaning, I pushed here, and then here's what came out. Small piece of glass. So that was obstructing the regulator going on tracks back and forth pieces, I guess. That's why it came out. So I tried to move it, this piece, and it seems like the movement is not obstructed by broken glass anymore. So I hope this will work. Then I'm gonna put maybe this again on the tracks. And same here. Seems like it's going. It seems like there's still a lot of glass there left. So I'm gonna vacuum this while this is all open, and then install the regulator. When there's a contact of bolt with the plastic, I don't want to tighten too hard because it might break the plastic or like the glass. So for example, when I'm gonna put bolts here, I'm gonna use thread locker, and so now I'm gonna, on this bolt I'm gonna put thread locker because there's plastic on the other side, so I don't want to tighten too hard. The regulator back, and now I'm gonna test it and see how it moves. It seems like it's moving much easier now. So I have put it to the side, but I think I need to now adjust this and then put the window through the middle here. To put the window here, I use the I use like a long screwdriver to just move this rubber around it to put it back, but I had to be careful not to put too much pressure on the glass, and ready to put the bolts back and attach the mirror, the glass. So I'm gonna use Loctite on all 4 of them. I have put this piece back so the glass can stay in place. I need to just lift it up a little bit, maybe 3 inches, 4, 5. Lifted the window a little bit. Now I can actually reach the bolt. I tighten it, but not too hard, since I already have the thread locker. And now I'm gonna tighten the other 3. One of these bolts, when I'm trying to put it here, it goes, but here it doesn't go. Just something is not aligning well, and I don't want to force this bolt. So I was thinking to use a smaller bolt, and I think that should work. And then I put thread locker. Ended up putting small bolt and 3 nuts on it with thread locker on each of them, just in case it doesn't come off. And same happened on this side as well. Over here, just there was not enough space for the original bolt, and I didn't want to remove already the original bolts from both sides, and I didn't want to try to force anything at this moment. Didn't want to break it, I guess, but hopefully this will work. Connected these two connectors, and I think I'm ready to put the covers back. That goes outside on the window, and this thing is coming out. I'm gonna try to put this glue and just have it together like this, just so it works for now. I think a better way will have a new part, this, but I don't have it. I just try to reuse the old one. maybe it will work. I have glued this piece. Now I can put it back. It took maybe 30 minutes for the glue to set. Seems like it's gonna work. I have put back the plastic cover, and now I'm ready to put the other cover. Put back the spoiler, and I also ordered this piece. That's for this was broken before, many years ago. I broke it, tried to replace it. And here's the part number. Cannot remove this bolt. It seems like it's just rusted. I'm gonna try to use a grind tool to remove a little bit. I had to grind these two bolts here, and then hopefully this will work. New bolt here, and then I put also thread locker, and hopefully this will work. I think it still needs some adjustment. But I had to push this rubber to the side, and I think now it should work better. It seemed to be working.